Ready. Hi coach, you're unbeaten so far. It's been a good start. Hi coach, you're unbeaten so far. It's been a good start to the season. How important is it for you to finish and go into the break on the top of the table?
Yeah, we're again looking for the win now. Last game we had more goals and we had a good score sheet. So in case we are winning, we are again going.
You still want to just play your
Shit, but
any changes to the squad today?
we are the same star. Ayush is coming for the striker toss.
Thank you coach. Best of luck.
Thank you. Coming for the striker toss.
Thank you coach. Hi coach, so far you're unbeaten in 2 games. Hi coach, so far you're unbeaten in 2 games. How important is it for you to go into the break on top of the table?
Because we have, this is the development team, and we want the players to get in more game time. And there is Kunal is going to come in place of Manu, and Wasim will be here. Wasim will be replaced by one of the midfielders.
Thank you. Hello. Yes. Assistant coach. Yeah, Viresh. No. The FC Goa's team coach, Degi Cardozo. Yeah, and Vasco's assistant coach. His name is not here. I'm just sending you his name. His name is not written here. I'll send it to you. It's not there on the list. No. Yeah, I'm sending. One sec. Hello. One second. I cannot hear you. Hello. Yeah. Okay. Welcome to the Selval Goa Pro League as Vasco Sports Club take on FC Goa here at the Dulair Stadium. Thank you. Good afternoon and welcome to the Selwell Goa Pro League. We hope you had a safe Diwali, but we are ready for a firecracker of a match this afternoon as Vasco SC take on FC Goa. But first, let's hear what the coaches have to say. Hi coach, you're unbeaten so far. It's been a good start to the season. How important is it for you to finish and go into the break on the top of the table?
We are again looking for the win now. Last game we had more goals and we had a good score sheet. So in case we are winning, we are again going on the top of the table.
And you haven't kept a clean sheet yet. Is that a concern, or do you still want to just play a free-flowing attacking game?
Yeah, it's okay if we haven't kept a clean sheet, but attackers are scoring and we are having a win. That's what it matters. It doesn't matter.
Okay. Any changes to the squad today?
We have the same starting lineup, just one change. In striker, Ayush is coming for the striker toss.
Thank you, coach.
Jersey number 27, Ayush Shetty. Jersey number 28, Amit Das. Jersey number 30, Francisco Fernandez. Jersey number 31, Luis Moreto. And jersey number 33, Alfonso Fernandez. Jersey number 5, Fernandez Fernandez. Jersey number 9, George Costa.
Hi coach, so far you're unbeaten in 2 games. How important is it for you to go into the break on top of the table?
Yeah, as you know, this match is as important as the last 2 matches which we played. We haven't conceded any goal. Our defense is very good. You know, the players also are aware of this match because we have played the last season the match versus Vasco. You know, and the score was not with us. So this year the boys are the same boys are here, and we have to get in 3 points.
Does that fuel you to win this season, especially because you lost the last game of the season against Vasco?
It's nothing like that. It's not that we are going to play our game. You know, we are going to stick to our style of play, and the boys are aware. We have worked a lot for this match. We had a good break where we had to work on individual and as a collective as a team, and the boys are going to do our best.
Thank you, coach. Any changes to the lineup today?
Yeah, because we have, this is the development team, and we want the players to get in more game time. And there is Kunal who is going to come in place of Manu, and Wasim will be here. Wasim will be replaced by one of the.
The head coach, Taggy Cardozo, the team manager, Rocky Vidalo. Today's match officials, referee, assistant referee,
So that's what both the coaches had to say before this huge encounter here at the Selwell Goa Pro League. It's Vasco Sports Club taking on FC Goa live from the Dulair Stadium. Here we see how Vasco Sports Club line up, managed by Mickey Fernandez. No Neville Albuquerque for them, but Alcin Fernandez gets promoted to the starting lineup, as do Ayush Shetty and Amit Das. So much of experience in this side with Kevin Lobo, Francisco Fernandez and Luis Xavier Barreto, along with a lot of youngsters as well. On the other hand, the youthful setup of FC Goa sees Wasim on the bench for today, and Kunal and Bryson Fernandez are in the starting 11. This FC Goa side has not conceded in their first 2 games, and coach Degi Cardozo is looking to keep that perfect record as they attempt to beat Vasco. Referee for today is Tejas Nagvenkar, and he's got his officials with him. There we see the referees leading the players out to the pitch. Tejas Nagvenkar is the main referee. He's assisted by Rohan Pednikar and Yashwant Parab, and the 4th official is Yashwant Gaunkar. Match commissioner shares the name with the captain of Vasco. His name is also Francisco Fernandez. Vasco in their white strip, their celebratory 70-year jersey, and FC Goa in that orange strip, which all of Goa and all of India can spot from a mile away. So we're getting ready for a big clash here at the Delair Stadium. The excitement is palpable because whoever wins this game will go to the top of the table before the 3 to 4 week break, which we will be having here at the Selval Goa Pro League, with the preparatory camp coming up for the Santosh Trophy and the Goa side. So the last minute checks taking place from the assistants and the teams having a word with each other. There we see the Gores having a chat. They'll stick to their game plan, as will Vasco. A tale of 2 sides. Vasco very attacking, but a bit open at the back, whereas FC Goa very solid in defense, as we see coach Mickey Fernandez. So much of experience on his plate, and is leading his side well this year. And there's Degi Cardozo, the FC Goa coach, always believing in his youth setup.
Professional League match between Vasco Sports Club and FC Goa Sports Club. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. A lot of applause to both the teams. And today's match will be officiated by international referee.
So we're almost ready to get underway here at the Dulair Stadium. So in the last game before a 3-4 week break, Vasco Sports Club and FC Goa battle it out for top spot, the place where every team wants to be, heading into a mid-season sabbatical. So will we see the Port Towners with youth and experience prevail, or will we see the youthful exuberance of the Gauls spoil the Port Town party? Both teams are unbeaten, but who will emerge victorious this afternoon? We'll have to find out here at the Dulair Stadium. Already underway, it's already quite a physical encounter. 2 fouls in the first 40 seconds, and we can see that both teams are up for it. They're going to give their 100%. They know that this is the last game before quite a long break. So they want to stamp their authority on the Selval Goa Pro League and finish on the top. Kevin Lobo over the ball already. He's itching to take this free kick, but he'll have to wait for his teammate to receive some treatment. Already quite a physical encounter, as we see Mickey Fernandez, who's looking a little nervous ahead of this game. It is a big game. He's usually quite peppy, but he's got his game face on, and so are his players. As Kevin Lobo takes the free kick, he puts it into the box. Is there anyone there? It is! As usual, Kuldeep Kumar getting ahead to it. He's so good in the air, but not being able to find the bottom left corner. Very good ball in by Kevin Lobo, not wasting any time. And Kuldeep just heads it wide. So Vasco, with their attacking intent, getting underway, putting balls into the box, testing out this FC Goa defense, who has not conceded yet. Vasco down the left once again. It looks like it is a foul, and it is Velroy Fernandez who brings his man down, which means there's another chance for Vasco to put a ball into the box early on. There we see Velroy just going into the back of Bursal Oswin Vegas, as Kevin Lobo, with his buckets of experience, stands over this free kick. Can he deliver another one, which is dangerous for FC Goa to defend? He's got people to aim at. Will he find someone? Kevin Lobo puts it in again. Does he find someone? No, it's by Kunal, and the ball is gone out for another throw-in. So a bit of early pressure from Vasco, as we see the ball in, not really finding anyone, but Kunal heading it away quite easily. And Vasco wasting no time. They've got their first corner of the game, and the star of the last game, their captain Francisco Fernandez, steps up to the corner flag to take it. He scored 2 in the last outing versus Velsau in a 4-2 win. Now it's Fernandez over the ball. He's put it into the box. Is there anyone there? Again, Kuldeep gets his head to it. It's headed backwards. Is there a chance? Eventually, the referee spots a foul, and so much of opening minute pressure from Vasco has eventually come to nothing, but good defending all round from the FC Goa players, who can now settle themselves and get into the game. Keeping a bit of possession now, Kunal, who's into the starting lineup for today, playing it upwards, not really finding anyone. Vasco putting good pressure, and there's another good ball, but it's well defended. See Vasco playing a high press now, not giving the FC Goa defenders any chance to clear. Eventually Hansel Coelho does clear it, and now for the first time, can we see an FC Goa attack? No, we can't. So good work from the Vasco defense. Kuldeep playing it long, but can't really find Chirag Maldorkar. So FC Goa finally calming things down. They come into this game after a 1-0 victory versus Panjim footballers, and now they're looking for their first goal of this game. It's Bevin Dias, so dangerous so far. Can he put something to the box? And Kuldeep makes sure he doesn't and gives FC Goa their first corner. It's all happening in the first 6 minutes here at the Tulare Stadium. Mevin Dias slotting in both the games that he's played in. And looking dangerous on the right wing as Kuldeep charges up his defenders. They prepare themselves to defend this corner taken by Dishank Kunkalikar. Dishank with an in-swinging left footer, and Kuldeep once again, he's won all the headers that have been put into the box, whether offensive or defensive. And now a chance for Bryson. Will he put something into the box? He's fended off well, plays it backwards. Velroy with a chance, and easy as you like for Luis Xavier Barreto, the experienced goalkeeper who we see for the first time playing a long ball out, but Hansel Coelho will easily collect. Now we see the ball from Velroy, not very dangerous. So the probable squad already announced by the GFA, and Hansel Coelho is in that probable squad for the Santosh Trophy camp. He hasn't conceded a goal so far this season, and he's definitely earned his spot there. So many good goalkeepers to choose from. The under-20 players for FC Goa also in that probable squad, with Jovial Dias and Mevin Dias both getting onto the score sheet as well and getting into that probable squad. Kevin Lobo tries to win the ball, eventually doesn't. Ivan Costa, who's so impressive for FC Goa, plays it towards Lal HP, who's always trying to make his way up the field. Eventually gives away a throw-in. Good work there from Ayush Shetty. Alcin Fernandez plays it backwards. Now Vasco don't have too much of space, but trying to play themselves out, and eventually a wayward clearance means that Francisco Fernandez has some work to do. Plays it to Kuldeep. Eventually Dishank plays it back upfield, and nothing much comes out of that attack from Lal HP. Shouts a foul from the Vasco dugout. They think that there was a push on Ayush Shetty, but no, says the referee. Vasco Sports Club coming into this game after beating Velsau 4-2 in a thrilling matchup, and some pressure again from the Vasco side. Make sure that the ball is played towards Hansel, and Hansel clears it quickly. So in the opening 10 minutes, there's no opportunity to make any mistakes. Game flowing very well, but still no clear-cut chances as of now. Hansel has come to take it, but Kunal does very well. He pushes his opponent off the ball and calmly plays it towards Dishank. Ivan Costa playing it backwards, and good work there from the FC Goa side, just fending off the pressure from Vasco.
Okay. Shift.
We can hear the cries from the dugout, always so vocal. Both these coaches helping their teams, guiding them. Kevin wins the ball back, plays it towards Chirag, and Francisco looks for the turn, and he gets put onto the floor by his opposition captain. Leslie Rebello just letting his opposing team captain know that he's there. And that's quite a rash tackle from behind, but he won't go into the referee's book just yet. Calvin Lobo putting a ball into the box. He's just about found someone, but pressure has been put. It looks like Captain Fernandez will be offside, and he is. First offside of the game. Now long ball played by FC Goa. That's not really what they bank on. They like to build up play. Now Lal HP has a chance. He plays it towards Velroy. Velroy cuts back inside and it is cleared away, but it's gone straight to Jovial Dice. Will he take a shot on goal? He sets it up for Mevin, but eventually it looks like it is a foul, and yes, it is. Bryson Fernandez with a good touch just away from the defender. He got brought down, and now FC Goa have a very good opportunity in a very dangerous position. There we see, just getting clipped was Bryson Fernandez, and that's all it takes to give away a free kick. But it's going to be tough to convert this one. It's quite close to the goal, so to get it above the wall and back down will be requiring some skill. Bryson is standing over it, as is Dishank on his left foot. We'll see who's going to take it. It is Dishank, and he hits the wall. As I said, not easy to get it over. Kuldeep with another header away, but this game is really started off well. Both sides coming to the party. But as of now, neither goalkeeper having to make a save. Ivan playing it towards Jovial, who does well to skip away. Now Lal HP back to Kunal. Will Kunal play a ball into the box? He will, but it's well defended. Vasco with all the bodies behind the ball, keeping their shape. Maybe that's something they have worked on. They have conceded quite a few goals. And this game is a tale of two sides, because Vasco with their 7 goals have scored the most so far in the Selval Goa Pro League, and on the other hand FC Goa have conceded the least because they haven't conceded a goal yet. But it's going to be far from attack versus defense, because as we can see, FC Goa also so good in their attacking side of things, as Bryson picks it up. Good pressure again from the two experienced players, and very good work there as well from Aditya Sargaonkar. Skips away from his man, as does Bryson Fernandez. He's got some space on the right, but he chooses to shoot, and Kuldeep was there for the block. Good work all round. As we see the ball possession, not really seeing too much of the ball for Vasco, but they have gone upfield quite a bit. And in the first 15 minutes, I must say, this seems like it is going to be a cracker of a game, as I said before. Now Lal taking it down. Neat little touch from him, making sure FC Goa keep possession. Kunal plays it to Dishank, and a crunching tackle from behind, but it is a legal one, so Jovial Dias doesn't mind. It's the 50-50 challenges that you have to go in hard and make sure you win them.
Safe door, अच्छा safe door. Kuldeep.
Kunal now with the ball for FC Goa. And great piece of skill there from Bryson. He goes past his man. He plays it into the box. Now will we see a shot? There is a shot, but again Kuldeep, who is absolutely everywhere, makes the block and denies FC Goa a shot on goal. Beautiful work from Bryson. Mevin Dias staying onside. And Kuldeep staying on his man, making sure that his goalkeeper isn't tested. So Bryson making the most of his starting opportunity. And he's making a nuisance of himself in that midfield, going past the Vasco players on a couple of occasions and creating a good chance. Barreto kicks it long. Knock on doesn't really go there, and Leslie Rebello tidies up. Hansel Coelho, so good with his feet, just keeping the ball, drawing the Vasco players and then playing it out wide.
Safe. Elson. Elson. Back कर. जब वो ऊपर आए ना, उसको थोड़ा आवाज दे.
So Vasco maintaining their shape, not really putting too much pressure. But when they do, then there is a chance. There's a shot from far and he's almost caught Hansel Coelho off his line. Great attempt there from Alson Fernandez. Just taking a look, seeing the keeper was off his line, and you love to see those kinds of efforts from the center of the park. Alson Fernandez full of confidence after netting in the last game, coming off the bench and scoring versus Velsau. And he almost got himself on the score sheet,
Kevin.
but it
Kevin,
wasn't
go
on
there.
target.
Nice one, Kevin.
Hansel Coelho
Safe. Elson, safe. Quick, safe.
will think twice before coming off his line, as we see Mevin Dias getting past one, getting past the other and trying to keep the ball in. He does put pressure on his man, and that will be a foul.
Get back, safe door. Come quick. Hey, Bryson. So tickle wasta ka.
Barsal Oswin Vegas just shielding the ball as Mevin Dias pushes him over and gives away the free kick. So we've seen almost everything so far except for a shot on goal. But let's not take anything away from this game. It's been very exciting thus far.
Safe. Safe. Dada.
Vasco playing without their centre back, their number 3, Neville Albuquerque, who has also been named in the provisional squad for the Santosh Trophy camp, but he's not playing today.
Nice one.
Joshua De Silva, the under 20, who is on the bench for Vasco, is also in the probable squad, so he'll be wanting to get some minutes on the pitch to prove himself today, as will all these players, because when we're going into a break, you want to finish on a high, you want to get some game time in, impress your coaches and your peers. Looks like there was a half chance for Ayush Shetty. He tried to get the nutmeg on Leslie Rebello, but the FC Goa captain knew what was coming, dealt with it comfortably. Barsal Vegas somehow managing to keep it in. Ash Dias putting some pressure. Looks like he did win the ball, but he did foul Aditya Salgaonkar in the process. There you see, just putting a little bit too much pressure, and already 4 fouls apiece in the first 21 minutes. So it has been a physical game, but being played in the right spirit, as it should be.
মাসে ব্লক কর চিরাগ চিরাগ জাম্প কর লেফট হ্যান্ড ব্লক কর
So the questions that remain to be answered at the end of the 19 minutes are who's going to be on the top of the table after this game. It could be either of these two sides, or it could be Sporting Club de Goa, the defending champions, who are at the moment in Delhi for the Hero Futsal Championship,
কোলি তু নেই
representing Goa at the national level.
इतना आगे नहीं
A win for Vasco will take them to 10 points and above everyone else. But now there's a chance for FC Goa. Mevin Dias on the ball, but good piece of defending, and eventually no fouls as the referee. Jovial takes a shot, and it's a good shot. It's spilled by Barreto, but Barreto eventually tidies it up, and we know how dangerous Jovial Dias is from those distances. Scored a cracker in the first game of the season for FC Goa, and he takes the first shot on target from distance. He can shoot with left, he can shoot with right,
বাবা তুই মুকার ডাল মারে
and
রেফারি
Luis Barreto will be happy that that didn't spill
কাম অন
to his opponent,
মাসে দাগ যাও
but he won't be too worried about that. Now Vasco on the other side of the pitch. They haven't really made any inroads in the last few minutes. Will they have a chance now? Kevin Lobo on the ball. He skips past 1-2, goes past. He's not fallen down. Did lose his footing,
রাও 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 হোল্ড
but eventually loses the ball.
হোল্ড হাই নাইস ওয়ান
Jovial
Okay,
Dias
good one,
trying
good
to
one.
keep a hold of the ball, but not being able to. And Dishank tried to pull a quick
गुड वन वरन
throw in, but the referee says that it's a Vasco throw.
दोनों पीछे रुक रहा है और वो लोग का स्ट्राइकर नीचे जा रहा है फायदा क्या है ऐसा तो उठाना है तो सबको उठाओ इसको भी उठाओ इधर इधर वो देखा दोनों
So
जा रहे हैं
Vasco
ना,
have got to be
सब
careful
उठो
of Jovial Dias, especially with the shots from far out. Dishank with a bit of a loose touch. He does well not to lose it, and eventually does clear it away with his head.
वही लॉक कर वही लॉक कर
Kuldeep now playing a long ball, looking for Kevin Lobo's run, but Koilu does well. He plays it out quickly towards Velroy, plays it backwards, and possession lost. A bit of sloppy play from FC Goa, and it looks like Kevin Lobo was just caught offside. Just coming back from an offside position, so he'll be a little disappointed with that. And now FC Goa on the ball again. Ivan trying to get away from his man, Francisco Fernandez. Now for Vasco, keeping it with Kevin Lobo. Kevin Lobo playing it to Fernandez. We saw these two combine so well in that goal, which was scored against Velsau, but not on this occasion. Francisco Fernandez trying to roll back the years and run in behind the defense. But these young defenders from FC Goa knew what was coming and held their ground well. Leslie Rebello looking for a long ball. Doesn't find Jovial Dias' ball, just bounces over him. Sometimes there is a bit of awkward bounce on this artificial turf here at the Dulair Stadium. As we see Ayush Shetty just having a bit of an issue, so he will receive some treatment. As we get a closer look at that Vasco Sports Club jersey, a special jersey in their 70th year, having the dates of all their Go and First Division titles, 6 of them which they've won. Can they make it number 7 this year? They've had a good start to their season. as we see the crowd coming to the Dulair Stadium on a Saturday afternoon, which is meant for football. The weekends are meant for football, especially the weekend afternoons. But in Goa, every day is meant for football, as we see the crowds flock to the stands on a daily basis here at the Selval Goa Pro League. Vasco get us underway again. Kuldeep playing a long ball. He's almost got it past Kunal, and Francisco picks it up, plays it towards Chirag. A lot of pressure on Kevin Lobo, but he's so good at holding the ball. He gets past a couple of defenders and he's asking for a foul, but no foul, says the referee. We'll have to go back and see that one. Now Bryson gets past 3 defenders. It has been tidied up, but not completely, and Kuldeep again. You don't have to guess who it is coming to the rescue for Vasco. It was Kuldeep Kumar. As we see referee Tejas Nakavenkar going back to the scene of the crime and speaking to Kevin Lobo and telling Kevin Lobo that he's got to keep it in check. Having a bit of a rebuttal after he didn't get the foul. The number 7 did well to get past 2 players, but when the third one came, it was a little too crowded. And a first loose touch we see from Bryson Fernandez, who has been so good running through that center of the midfield. And Vasco have got to do something about that. Kunal clears it easily, not much pressure on Jovial Dice. Eventually it is headed away from Vegas. Lal HP on the ball. We haven't seen much of him so far, but we will get a chance to now. He's on the left. He's got Dishank with him, who's also so good going upfield with his left foot. Bryson looking for a cross-field ball and not being able to meet Jovial Dice. So apart from that long shot from Jovial Dice, not much of chances created, but good football being played. Just getting into the game, both teams, and a good turn, but Kuldeep does very well to keep the ball and eventually takes his man down. And it looks like Kuldeep, who has been so solid so far, will be the first to go into the referee's book. See that foul once again. Got the better of Mevin Dice, but eventually Mevin just touching the ball before Kuldeep could go to clear it. And a good decision from the referee to award the foul. Not sure if it was really a yellow card challenge. It was a tussle between both players, but the referee did make his decision, and Kuldeep will have to be a little careful for the remainder of the game. Bryson is over it, as is Jovial. Bryson puts the ball in and he almost catches Louis Barreto off his line, but we'll have to see if the goalkeeper got a touch on it. That's the first really good chance of the game taken by Bryson Fernandez. But it's still 0-0 as we hit the 30-minute mark. Here we see another angle of it. Takes it quickly, and it did look like Barreto got a touch on it, meeting it to his bottom left hand side. And that is played towards Hansel Coelho, who doesn't get his hands on it. And with that, we have the first cooling break of the afternoon here. It's been a piping hot encounter on a piping hot Saturday afternoon here in Goa. But it's still 0-0 between both these teams, who are vying for a spot at the top of the Selval Goa Pro League. As we see Mickey Fernandez quite animated speaking to the officials. Degi Cardozo, on the other hand, staying calm, having a word with his boys, giving them some instructions.
मागीर वचून तुवें आनी तूं म्हाका फोन मारून सांग नाजाल्यार ना म्हणून सांग
As the referee blows them back, and that's the end of the cooling break. So will we see the first goal of the game before the half-time break? There's 15 minutes to go. Bryson Fernandez with a good free kick down low to the left-hand side of Luis Xavier Barreto, who did get a touch on it, parried it onto the post and made sure that it's still level here at the Dulair Stadium, as the crowd is watching, and I'm sure they have been impressed with the first half an hour of proceedings here. Back underway, FC Goa take the shot goal kick, and you see Kevin Lobo just sneaking up behind Kunal, pressing him with an angle, and eventually that has worked a little bit, and another foul being made. This time the Vasco player has gone down, but it seems like he's okay. Nash Dias, Kevin Lobo over a free kick again, and if you're an opposition defender, you don't like to see this, because Kevin Lobo almost always delivers a dangerous ball into the box. Will he do it this time round? A bit of a decoy run made, and he uses that decoy run. There's a chance now down the left-hand side. Ball has been put into the box, but good piece of defending on the right-hand side for FC Goa, meaning that it is a corner for Vasco. So, good piece of play from the team in white, but that ball into the box had to be a little bit better. Vasco taking another quick set piece, played back to Francisco Fernandez, puts a ball into the box. Is there anyone there? Leslie Rebello clears it out very well, and eventually now we have a chance for a counter-attack. Ivan Costa on it for FC Goa. It looks like it's going to be 2-on-2. He's got some space with him. He's played it towards the right-hand side. Lal HP, will he take a shot? Lal HP puts it straight into the hands of Luis Xavier Barreto, and that was a lightning quick counter-attack from FC Goa. Could have done a little bit better, because this ball towards Lal HP was just behind him. He did have Velroy overlapping. He could have used it, but you won't blame him for taking a shot. But maybe a little better shot would have had Luis Barreto scrambling. But that shows how dangerous FC Goa are on the counter-attack. Not easy to play counter-attacking football on this surface. It sticks a little bit. But on that occasion, Ivan Costa so quick, and Vasco have really got out of jail, because at one point it was 3-on-1. Another good flick on, and another chance now for FC Goa. It's Jovial Dias. He sips past, he takes a shot, and that's a fantastic hand from Luis Xavier Barreto. The FC Goa players cannot believe that he's pulled off what is so far the save of the season. Jovial Dias so good with either foot, gets a step over, beats Kuldeep, and it was heading to the top left corner, but Luis Xavier Barreto says not this time round. Superb save from the experienced goalkeeper. And now Bryson Fernandez has a chance to put more pressure on the Vasco defense. Plays the ball into the box, and it's really outside the box. It's headed in by Leslie Rebello, and it goes off a Vasco head. Looks like it was Ayush Shetty who got the last touch. He'll be happy it didn't creep into his post. There we see not taking any chances, just putting it over the crossbar. And the pressure is mounting now from FC Goa. This time it's going to be a left-footed in-swinger from Dishank. All this pressure, can FC Goa make the most of it? Dishank puts the ball into the box. It's gone towards Mevin Dias, who's lost it. Bryson takes it quickly. It's cleared away, and Lal's shot goes into the crowd and outside the ground. And eventually, Vasco will breathe a sigh of relief. But what a spell of exciting football from FC Goa. Started with that counter attack where Lal took a shot. After that, a good flick towards Jovial Dias with the sound of a left foot, but a brilliant save from Barreto. And really good football all round so far in this clash between these two top sides in the Selval Goa Pro League. Francisco Fernandez takes it quickly. Now there's some space for Kevin Lobo. He's played it towards the left. Nash Dias puts the ball in, but won't really trouble Ansel Coelho. There we see Nash Dias just holding his line, but not wrapping his foot around the ball. Good call from the referee. It was offside, but they didn't have to give it. Now another run from Jovial Dias. He's been brought down. He's lost his boot as well. And it'll be interesting to see if the referee gives a yellow card here. Jovial Dias hopefully hasn't hurt himself too badly. See the speed from him. I don't think Persal Oswin Vegas really meant to bring him down. It was more of a collision between both their feet. And Mickey Fernandez, the coach of the Port Towners, looking slightly worried at the moment because his team is on the back foot against a very quick counter-attacking FC Goa side. Deki Cardozo will be wanting his team to make use of all this pressure as we see the Lavino Ribello North Stand here at the Dulair Stadium. A stalwart of Goan football, unfortunately no longer with us. You see the rest of the Vasco squad looking on. The assistant coach Videsh Malapati also watching on. He had a word with us before the game. He said that they will keep playing their attacking football, but at the moment they're doing a lot of defending as Bryson Fernandez stands over the ball. Bryson having a quick word with Lal HP. Wonder what they're planning. Bryson putting the ball towards the left hand side, but Leslie Ribello not being able to keep it in. Good defensive work from Amit Das. A reminder that you can watch all the live action of the Selval Goa Pro League on the Amusi Sports Facebook page and Amusi Sports YouTube channel as well. The home of the Selval Goa Pro League, telecasted live. And very good work there from Ayush Shetty, just holding off the tackles, the challenges, keeping possession with his side and earning them a throw-in. Warren Pereira, who we haven't seen much of so far, taking that throw-in. As we approach the 40-minute mark, will it remain goalless here in the first half? Mevin Dias holds onto the ball, plays it back to his captain.
Now!
And as we can hear now, there is a shout from Coach Mickey Fernandez instructing his side to play the high press. And you can see from the Vasco setup playing a bit of a false nine formation or strategy, with Kevin Lobo playing up top but dropping deep and trying to link up play. Francisco Fernandez behind him, trying to run in behind. And Dishank now making an attempt, but Barreto clears it, and Barreto's save has to be the highlight of the first half. What an incredible strong hand he got onto that shot from Jovial Dias, who when he struck it must have thought that he scored. And the referee breaking up play for FC Goa on that occasion, just at the wrong place at the wrong time. It will be a drop ball, it will be uncontested, and FC Goa will start. They don't have to give it back. There was some zip to that attack, but it broke down because of the referee, and the new rule saying that if it does touch the referee, then it will be a drop ball, and eventually nothing working out for FC Goa on that occasion. There we see Leslie Rebello just having a word with his midfield as Luis Xavier Barreto gets ready to take this goal kick. Headed away from Jovial Dias as we inch closer towards the half-time break. Kevin Lobo now doing well, going past 2-3, eventually getting brought down, and it will be a foul for sure. Kevin Lobo, with his loads of footballing knowledge, experience, just knows how to get himself away from the defenders. He used to do that so well back in the day with his speed, but now really playing with his head and knowing where to find the pockets of spaces. Can he find a pocket of space in the opposition box? Now he plays it in. There is a header, but it has been put wide on that occasion from Amit Das. Rising high, doing well to win that, but not really getting that towards the goal mouth. A couple of fouls for the FC Goa captain.
Nice one. Good one.
And as we saw the possession stats, FC Goa so comfortable keeping the possession. Vasco don't mind playing the counter-attacking game. We saw how well they did that versus Velsau in that 4-2 victory. And another foul being made on Bersal Vegas as he goes down. There's a chance which fell to Amit Das. Couldn't really get a strong header on it, but a good leap from him. Kunal plays it towards Ivan Costa, who made a very, very good goal line clearance in the last game versus Panjim footballers. That was as good as a goal. And now can FC Goa get a goal? Kuldeep again clearing it away. I think it did go off an FC Goa player, and the referee does call for a goal kick. But losing a bit of the defensive shape, Vasco over there, but Kuldeep tidying it up as we hit the 45-minute mark. And we have 3 minutes of added time at the end of this really competitive game between two top sides here in the Selval Goa Pro League. Neck and neck, but FC Goa just creating a few more chances, having more of ball possession. Vasco will be looking at their bench. They've got quick options to put onto the field, young options as well in Joshua De Silva, in Justin Cardoz, and also Savlon Fernandez, who came on and scored in the last game. They've also got Enoch Perez, who we haven't seen so far. And again some pressure being put on by Francisco, but it does fall to a Goa boot, and it will be a Goa throw in. Bryson not being able to keep control of that ball, and Leslie just getting ahead of it before Kevin Lobo tried to get behind him. Velroy almost going past, but good piece of defending from Warren Pereira. That's what we have to see, more physicality from the Vasco midfield. Doing well again and clearing it out, but it's backed by Leslie. Now Francisco looks for a long ball, can't get it past Leslie Rebello.
Hey, Ehsan, that dark core-
FC Goa also have some promising players on the bench. They've got Wasim Inamdar, who is a regular starter. They've also got Delton Colasso, who brings some speed to the attack, but they don't lack any speed, this FC Goa side. We've seen that so far. They've been solid in defense as well. Bryson saw him run past the defenders. Now playing long balls. He can do everything in the midfield. And with around 30 seconds to go, can FC Goa make something? A loose touch by Lal HP. Kuldeep decides not to clear it out first time, but eventually does. Will we see a last chance of this first half? FC Goa with the ball now. Kunal playing it long. He played it well towards Jovial Dias, but just a bit too much on it. And that should be that for this first half action. Just waiting for the referee to confirm that. He should blow his whistle after this goal kick. And it will be fitting that the last kick of this half will be from Luis Barreto, because he can't stop talking about that save which he made. Absolutely incredible from the veteran goalkeeper. As we come to the halftime break here at the Dulair Stadium, what an exciting game it has been so far. It's Vasco Sports Club 0, FC Goa 0.
And Cesar Goa Football Academy at 3:45 p.m. at Dulair Ground.
Here are the statistics brought to you by Instat. So much ball possession for FC Goa, so many shots and shots on target, but that goal column is still 0 for them. They're dominating Vasco at the moment. 4 shots on target, but not being able to find the back of the net, and that's all thanks to Luis Xavier Barreto with a brilliant save. Just the one shot from Alson Fernandez, which was far away, but quite a good attempt. They've got to create more chances, have Vasco. On the other hand, no dearth of chances for FC Goa. 2 from Bryson Fernandez, 2 from Lal HP, 2 from Jovial, who took 2 really good shots from outside the box, and Dishank with that free kick as well. Quite a few fouls so far, and 1 apiece for all the Vasco players. Out of that, Kuldeep getting himself into the referee's book as he's on a yellow card. FC Goa with the fair share of fouls as well, as we see Velroy and Leslie with 2 fouls each, and Aditya, Ivan, Dishank and Mevin with 1 apiece. In-depth statistics brought to you by Instat. Here you can see where the fouls were made as well. So that's where it stands here at halftime, as both these sides attempt to make their way to the top of the table. For now, It's Vasco Sports Club nil, FC Goa nil. Join us after the break.